All right, now we're on the Arch with Phat, bringing you another special guest. He's a rapper, producer, businessman, JB the Artis.
Yo. Don't
What's going
forget
on,
artists
Mr.
though, man.
JB?
Don't forget that artist though.
All right.
Everybody can rap. Everybody can't make good music.
Okay, my bad. You
You
right
good,
about
you
that.
good.
Artist, I should say, Mr. Artis.
Label me an artist.
Hey, so I guess first thing first, man. Where the name came from? JB the Artis. Where you come with the name? Where you come up with the name?
Um, I would say starting off, it was originally just my initials, just being me. Authentic JB. And then, one of the homies was like, man, you know how many JBs out in the world? You gotta separate yourself from, everybody else. And again, everybody rap, you know what I'm saying? But again, everybody can't make good music. That's where the artistry come in at. And for me, the closest thing that I could put to label myself, you know what I'm saying, was the artiste. What I do, paint pictures, tell stories. That's my canvas.
I can dig
Rest is
that.
history.
I can dig it. I can dig it. All right. So how actually did you come about, or I should say, about how old were you when you decided to start being an artist?
Taking it, my craft that serious, I can say for me, probably like around the sixth grade. I want to say 97, somewhere around there. When I first started writing, like seriously writing. Uh, it took me a minute, you know what I'm saying, prior to that, bro, just to understand just the format of how to write a song. You know what I mean? So to me, once I got down the concept of just a chorus, a hook, a bridge, and understood bars, how to count them, I was in there.
How long you think it took you from once you say what about the sixth grade?
From
So
writing,
yeah, to actually learn how to put that put the song format
2002.
together. Also, it took you a few years.
Yeah, it took a little minute.
I can dig it. I can
It took a
dig
little
it.
minute. That's when I started recording 2002.
You remember what the name of your first song was?
No, honestly, I don't know. I don't think I even gave it a name. But if I had to give it a name, it would have been titled "Who's Ready to Ride."
Okay, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out to my dog Day. You know what I'm saying, for bringing me to that first studio session.
what made you say, man, I'm gonna do this rap
For me, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I've always been in the rap, but I always mainly went with R&B and pop first. You know what I'm saying? Bone is that they just caught my attention, man. Who brought it all together, but that's who really caught my attention seriously with the harmonies and hip hop. I'm aware of everything else, but what got me to rap is Bone.
name.
On me, it's Bone.
So,
Midwest all day.
okay, so Bone fan. Uh, was you a fan of Easy E?
Not as much as I should on the music tip, uh, as an artist, but business wise is what I paid attention to. I want to say for me, when I heard what is that, Supersonic?
Supersonic?
Yeah, I was shocked that Easy had anything to do with that
Oh,
group.
okay.
I was like, damn, he's signing that. I'm thinking it's strictly hip hop. I followed his business more than anything. And of course, represent for the short niggas. I was the
That's
boss
what's
for a
up.
short nigga. I was like, damn. But okay.
Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it. So, were you raised here in St. Louis?
Born and raised. Been here too damn long if you ask me, but born and raised.
Okay.
But it's home. It still is my home though.
And what high school did you go to?
Sodan International Study High School.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
I'm a rep it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where the fuck I'm at. where I was. My bad. I know our sports team was trash, but salute them though for trying. That's all I can say during my 4 years.
All right, so sixth grade, boom, you hear Bone. It's not a 1999 for the love of money. And was it just that that fast rapper style? You was like,
Man, it
man,
was
I can do this.
everything. It's everything you hear today is surrounded based around them. Everything you hear today to me. Why they rapping fast in the first place? I ain't saying they ain't done it prior, but nobody hit that shit like Bone.
Okay. All right, so you like Bone intrigued you, want to go ahead and be a rapper, or to go ahead and try to rap. How, where, I guess I was. You decide you want to rap. Like back then, they didn't have. It wasn't where you could just go buy a studio for your house for 200, 250.
Nah.
Back then. So, where were you actually able to, go and record it?
Various places. I want to say, after the studio with Day Day, I don't remember honestly that engineer name. My bad, But after that, I linked up with C-Star from High Squad back in the day, and I want to say my real first session was with Loudy, the producer from her.
Okay.
Yeah. And I want to say,
I remember that name.
on me though, I want to say after that, it was strictly like tied tight after that for, high school, in the high school years, to out a little bit. That was like my first contract I say I had to sign, or I chose to. But as an artist, I'm gonna say I had to.
So you were signed with Tied Tight, the music group that had all the emblems in the back of everybody's car. Man, and I had never heard none of their music back then, but guaranteed.
Oh, man, the shit that they had, the shit that we had, like collectively. Shout out to one of my mentors, Louis Boy 17, man. He'll be home any day now. But anyway, his project, his first album, the first album that was supposed to come out with Tied Tight Entertainment, it's just shit that was ahead of its time, if you ask me.
Tied Tight had a nice little buzz going on, man.
They understood the
market.
market.
Was gonna be major.
It was. I mean, from my perspective, after Louis Boy got, did some time. They just didn't put that money behind nobody that was around. From my perspective, but only artists I seen that they did something with, or Tied Tight Entertainment did something with, was C Smooth. Shout out to him. That's my dog. I ain't saying him in hell, but that was my dog.
So how did you actually become to, I guess, get that connection with, how did that connection come about with Tied Tight?
High school, they used to come up to Soudan. They used to, I want to say rock with my dog Louis Boy. Me and him knew of each other through basketball mainly, but they really came up there to see him, another homie named Technique, and C-Star. I just so happened to be cool with all of them, but just came outside one day, type shit. Everybody around me rap. I wasn't even a battle rapper. Again, I'm a songwriter. I'm an artist myself. Again, but I'm not a battle rapper. For me, just being around them, just put me in the right places, bro. Honestly. But everybody knew that I wrote. Everybody knew that I wrote. They knew I was working on my own project. That's why by 07 was my very first mixtape that I dropped, named Heart of the Midwest. There's only about 100 to 200 people locally that had that mixtape, bro. You can't find it online.
Alright, hold on. So you start rapping, you say about 97, 6th grade, or is that when you decided you wanted to be a rapper? Or you wanted to make music?
I say for me, like I said, 6th grade is when I knew I wanted to be a artist.
When was it that was you able to record like your first song? How long?
I'm a dated look.
when you decided you was gonna
Like recording or recording on my own? What you say?
No, like from the time that you decided to be an artist or you was going to make music, how soon after that were you able to, link up with some guys, get in the studio, and start recording?
Oh, just recording, man. That shit was probably like less than 2 years. But it was just linking up with the right people. But okay, you can go to a studio. I mean, if that shit, is the best thing for, you know what I'm saying, with that connection.
Yeah.
You might need to go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what I did. So I found a place that was like somewhat of a home. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like even that home turned into. Well, if it's taking y'all a whole year for me to even damn near get on anything, if we doing a 17 to 20 track project, I'm only on 2 songs. I don't work that slow.
Okay.
So again, I had to either go to somebody else's studio or somebody. Basically, that's what I did. But it was all
that
people.
Was tight when you were there.
That's one of them. Okay. I could say that. But it wasn't all bad. You know what I'm saying? It was like for every verse that I got on, or I had to battle somebody. And I don't mean like 2 motherfuckers in, you know what I'm saying, outside or in the ring, no shit like that on stage. I'm talking about like, they like, hey, JB, I want you on this song, but they want some other people on this motherfucker. Write your best shit. Whoever come with the best shit, that's who win. I won every time.
Okay.
I had to fight for that. Now, I will say this. One song that they took me off for low key, man, I fuck with them because it was a smart business move. But I look, as a young artist, man, I was pissed to get taken off this one song called We Ride. But who they removed me off the song for, it was mind blowing back in like 07, you know what I'm saying, 06, whatever time that was Raw Reese.
Okay, I remember that name.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember.
So I'm around the right circle at them times, and I don't know nobody. I just know everybody from being around them as far as school, outside. We come up there, we connect. My partner Technique take me over there to Tie Tight. We just doing the show, venue, network.
Okay. So I guess you decided to start recording on your own?
I had to.
Okay.
Bro, I was working my ass off. For me, I don't mind writing shit, but if I can't get that shit off that same day, I don't want to write. Cause I can write them emotions, that's cool, but like recording that shit is something totally different for me. I gotta feel that. I want to experience that in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So was you working or something? How was you able to go about acquiring your own equipment to start recording yourself?
I've always kept at least a job as long as I could. Since I was 14, I always had to work, bro. You know, I got a large family now, you know what I'm saying? But I always had to work. I was a father since 19 going on 20.
Alright, so you build up your own little studio, you recording in the crib, and boom, first mixtape, Man in These Streets.
Nah, that's the thing. That's the second. Heart of the Midwest was first. I had to get out here in these streets. Like, I'm out here.
So your first mixtape was
Heart of the Midwest.
Heart of the Midwest.
I did say Heart of the Streets. That's on me.
Oh, okay.
I don't have to edit that one. I'm in.
No, that's all good.
I'm here.
So Heart of the Midwest. Boom.
There
You record the Heart of the Midwest. I take it you got, pretty good feedback from that. Gaining a little buzz in the streets with the music.
My biggest fans for that project, low key, was the ladies. Which shocked me. I had about 1-2 songs to me, anywhere from 2 to 4 songs out of 17 on there for the homies, for the dogs, for the streets. But again, anybody can rap. Anybody can rap. I wasn't focused on being no rapper. When I seen just No Limit in general, just the movement, bro. Everybody was on No Limit, bro. I really didn't get into this shit at the bone into Cash Money for me.
Okay. Before you was able to just
To
find your own groove,
yeah.
get your setup going, and just get started.
Right.
You know, like
I saw how powerful a movement can be.
okay.
That's cool, one artist, but one artist can't do everything.
Okay. So who are some of the artists you probably grew up listening to? We know Bone, we know probably Cash Money.
Of course, Cash Money. A lot of Southern rap, bro, but I'm gonna start with Home. Of course, you know what I'm saying. My big bro D2. A lot of people don't know him from back in the day. I'm gonna just say Lunatics early days. You know what I'm saying? Domino. For me, Big Bro Chase, the whole nine. Now, how far back you talking about, going to the 90s or just in general?
Some of the music that
all right,
just, you know.
All right. Of course, you know, the Lunatics, Changi, Quan. Changi, I ain't gonna lie, one of my favorites as far as St. Louis, bro.
Okay.
It just is. Just for a whole project, you know what I'm saying? As far as them level of hit records, you couldn't just label that nigga no rapper.
Okay.
You couldn't. That song with Jason Weaver. I'm just saying, it's a motherfucking difference between rapping and rhyming, and then you writing music. It's a difference. Those words.
Shout out to
classic.
Chase.
You hear me? But I fuck with Jay Quan. To me, he's one of the first that I would say to make St. Louis cool enough to be hood. I can credit him that for me. Everybody else locally was cool. I ain't gonna get all into them. But for me, it was more like DMX, Scarface, UGK, Big. I listen to Pop, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know hating shit. I was more of a Biggie fan. It's cool with the political, it's cool with the poetry. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. But today, how many artists you can say can pull that shit off?
Yeah.
Facts.
Okay.
So you gotta have balance, is what I'm gonna call it. Libra game all day. Gotta have balance with both. It's still a business, but you gotta understand it.
Okay.
It took me years to understand the business. But I'm trying to think of some other artists too. For me,
that's cool. We just trying to grab a, you know, give us a general idea. You know, maybe some of the artists that you came up listening to. That's
a lot of local, but if you want to go mainstream, that shit'll be all day.
No, we just basically looking for a general idea. You know, we ain't really want trying to go
Jackson.
and, you know, until speaking about them. We trying to this about you. We ain't going all off into, you know, we understand the eras.
And music in general is all me.
So I guess so basically you listen to a variety of all kind of.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I can dig it. So you got the heart of the Midwest. It done gained up a little buzz. You buzzing out here. And then what's next?
Man in these streets, but it took me some years, bro, because in between that it was more like family shit. Just being a young father, bro, family come first for me. Always will be. But it took time for me to balance that shit out between working and, okay, damn, I need to get some more updated equipment, because you can't just stay with that one set of hustle and flow equipment forever. You have to keep up with the equipment and the times. You do. So just having time to actually record. People don't want to work, trying to balance work and recording. Rather, you got to go to somebody else's studio, you got to go in your own. Man, that shit take patience, tolerance. There's been times, I'm telling you, I've been in tight studio with Terrell, my oldest son, T-Mac. And he in the booth with me, because he ain't finna stop crying until I pick in the booth. You don't want to get picked up, you gotta be quiet. Is that real for me though? It's always been. But when you get that shit at the crib, nah, that shit hit different.
So you say you had your son at 19?
I had him at 20. He was conceived at 19.
Okay. So now you working, take care of your son, still trying to maintain, the career as an artist. And then I guess you dropped the next mixtape, Heart of the Streets.
My bad, Man in These Streets.
Oh, Man in These Streets. I'm sorry.
You good?
And that Man in These Streets, that mixtape, I guess it led to a sequel of volumes. Volume 1, Volume 2.
2.5 and then 3.
Okay.
I would say this, bro. To me, Man in These Streets low key. Volume 1 is not on all platforms.
Okay.
It's the first time I'm saying this, so you getting this exclusive. I'm telling you this one. There's only 2 places you can find that mixtape. You can go to my YouTube channel, but it's in one of my playlists. You gotta find that. You want that, you gotta find it. It's 24 songs on there. Some shit like that.
24 songs, that's like a
But
double CD.
I write today, you hear me? But that's how I write for a project. I'm used to 20 plus. I'm going up against cats that's putting 30 on a project at them times. That was on the team, you know what I'm saying, type shit. I didn't drop that project until 2012. That was 5 years later after the first one, bro. That's how long it took to make this project. But if you want to understand why I say label me an artist and not a rapper, that's that project I put some work into. You want to find out what type of artist I am, that's me. Low key, that's me. That one, you can only find it, like I said, 2 places, that YouTube playlist or my ReverbNation.com / I want to say it's JB the Artis.
All right, so give us what's the name? What will be probably a good song or one of your favorites you think that we should check out off of that mixtape?
Off the first one?
Yeah.
Just one?
You said we have to go find it. So, and it's in the playlist. Let's give us.
You will see the playlist. If you could just type in Man in These Streets Volume 1, you can find the project. But if you want to talk about a song, I gotta say Doodaloo. That's the first single off that project for me that I actually put some money behind. Sent it to the radio, you hear me, back in the day, and still do to this day. I've never heard this song on that motherfucker. You hear me? Never. Never.
Put me on the radio?
Yes. You hear me? Yes, bro. Yes, I haven't, but that's shout out to Lady K. That's my big sis. You know what I'm saying? That's a song I wrote for me and her. But she bodied that bitch. You hear me? She spit that motherfucker like she wrote it though. Professional as fuck. You hear me? I have the image to back it up. You know, that's just big sis though. But I would say that one, man, I still promote to this day when I can, but man, I'm trying to get my big sis to do a video. She won't do it, she's scared, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that song will pop off still today. Real shit, and it's mastered. I'm talking about that's the #1 song that I perfected as far as professionally mixing, mastering, spent some hundreds, you know what I'm saying? I say people be going for thousands, but that was a different time. I'll just say a couple hundred, you know what I'm saying, just on the mixing and mastering. I put some fucking work into that shit, and it was some commercial shit. That's how I know it'll still pop off today. You know what I mean? But check that motherfucker out. I would say after that, what the fuck else was on that damn project? You could make me have to look this bitch up, bro. That motherfucker's so old. I want to say King shit was on that motherfucker. I have to think. Ain't never kissing me slipping or lacking like that. I just got a nice catalog. Y'all gotta check me out. King shit.
Or where they go check it out at?
Again, shit. My YouTube, JB the Artis. Just type it in. That's artist without the last T. JBTheArtis. Get it right. I would say you would have to go on my YouTube, type in just one word. No caps, none of that. One word, JBTheArtis. It's gonna pop up, I guarantee. And if you tell me you can't, bitch, Google me. That's just what I'm gonna say. But hold on. You asked a question, my bad. It's just me though. I would say, like I said, that's on YouTube. The second place, my personal website, reverbnation.com/JB the Artis. And the only two places you can find it. And on YouTube, you gotta make sure you go to that playlist. All you gotta do is just scroll up. Scroll up.
Alright, so you dropped the sequence, Man in These Streets,
Yeah.
Volume 1, 2, 3. Lately I was scrolling, I was hearing the song, what's that joint that's called? You never.
Never. Oh, you jumped to.
So what?
That's volume 3. That's on volume 3.
What was the inspiration behind that?
It's funny you asked about that question. Shout out. About that song. My bad. For me, I would say shout out to Justice 314. Google her. You can find her. That's Big Sis. Leave a game. I missed one of her shows. Just showed up late, and I told her honestly, because I missed her set. You know what I'm saying? I got you on the song. It was like one of them. So when it was a beat that I already been just listening to, but I ain't never worked on shit. But when I found it, you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, she be on some STL, you know what I'm saying? That just is right up her alley. But I'm like, this that one, you know what I mean? Wrote the song, recorded it, sent it to her. She fucked with it, said she'll get on it. I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? She did her motherfucking thing on there. I would say Big Lewis, who engineered it. Shout out, Big Bro. He heard the song and was just like, JB, listen to this. I ain't gonna lie, at that time I was working on my album, bro. It was called 1085. And at that time, I knew that song. At that time, it wasn't supposed to go on this next project. It wasn't supposed to be originally. It was supposed to be just on the mixtape that I was putting out. So I'm like, okay, man, I ain't gonna know this song. I was doing this for Big Sis. I wasn't worried about Lou at the time. So he just hopped on that motherfucker. He brought that energy. And at that time, I was on so much, how can I say it, melodic type beats, you know what I'm saying? So where I'm like, bro, I got a catalog of this shit. I need to turn up, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I need the energy, bro. I felt like that music was like depressing at a certain point, you know what I'm saying? Just the same frequency. It ain't nothing different out of the type of artists that I know I listen to between a DMX, Pimp C, Michael Jackson, Prince. What's my queen name? This lady's gonna kill me if I don't get her name. I gotta get her name. I gotta get her name right. I can't think of her name. What is some R&B singer's name? She's gonna kill me for this. I'm from my old school, like Patti LaBelle, Aretha, Anita Baker. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, Quentin. It was just shit. That's just me. I fuck with her. Honestly. I can go from her to Adina Howard. You know what I'm saying? It's just a variety of artist shit. BG.
So
It's
based
just
on the
music.
type of music that you
It's
feel like you listen to, you
about
feel
country,
like
blues,
you should be, you wasn't putting out
rock.
at your best.
Nah, this is what I'm saying. All of that to say is Volume 1, Man in These Streets, I gave it my all. I gave that project my all. That is the only one that you are going to hear, okay, what's this? But it's a different time. Now, I will say this. A lot of that music you could say was like early 2000 music. Where the hell is music going today?
You say, huh?
Where yeah, where's it going? My bad, on camera it's gonna go that way. Not even to the right, but that's going back to them times.
Probably a little worse than today.
Not with Killer Mike getting Grammys. And that's just for hip hop. No.
I've been seeing a lot of artists, you know, posting because I guess it was all the guys who did really good was like, you know, older guys or whatever. So, you know, I guess that was like a motivation to a bunch of the older rappers, you know, to keep on doing their thing.
I mean, you can't say that project wasn't worth it though.
To be honest, man, I ain't even check it out.
You have to. I can't get past the first half.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
No, not like on some rap shit. I keep going back.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Excuse me. No, I keep going back is what I'm saying. There's certain songs I just couldn't get past, but the first song that was presented to me was Motherless. I ain't gonna put Cause Our Business out there like that, you know, but that's a song to me I feel like every black man every black child needs to listen to. Not just kids, but in God saying our children. You know what I'm saying? It's a healing song to me. But if he was gonna get a Grammy, I knew that was one. I knew that was one. That's a different level when you touch somebody's soul or you make a grown man cry. How many artists you know write music like that? Not R&B, but I'm talking about a rapper on top of that. It's a difference. It ain't that many. It's not that many. Nah. So when you talking about being an artist, for the motherfuckers that didn't know Killer Mike, I guarantee you for the youth, they know him today.
And he probably been streaming like crazy.
Facts, cause who is this nigga? We ain't never heard of him.
Oh man, well,
I ain't gonna shout out to who popping right now, but it's like to come from that era to getting the grant.
Yeah,
bro.
As an activist, and you know the message that he put out, cause he do good work on that side too. You know, real good work actually. On that side, I like what he had to say on that panel with him and Candace Owens and T.I. and all them was up there. He had some good word. Like he told them, all this different y'all doing, man, y'all just going back and forth about who got the best master. You know, who's the best.
Basically, I mean, because that's stuff that we don't talk about enough.
Yeah.
We don't. That's what I don't understand. Why, even if we talk about it, people too damn broke to do something in their mind. It ain't about just strictly money, bro. Everybody brings something to the table.
Yeah.
Everybody does. It's just, it ain't that easy, goddamn, you getting people together, or like-minded people together, especially when there's money around.
Yeah.
It ain't that many.
Do you think St. Louis underground or St. Louis
It's
artists
one of the
lately been?
most underrated cities I've ever seen to me.
Hold on. But do you
Okay.
think um, St. Louis artists been doing better with kind of networking and coming together on the underground thing?
Slowly, but more than it's been. More than it's been. But we gonna get there. Fully. We gonna get there.
And what you think about as far as like the local support? Do you
Nah.
think
Nah, that shit that we still need help on. To me, I ain't hating on the city. I love it, but shit, it is what it is. It's too much talent. It's too much money to be made, and I feel like it's groups, it's cliques, it's bias, it's money, it's business strictly. That's just Missouri. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But again, if you don't understand the business side, you
I heard you
screwed.
saying we one of the most underrated. So I'm gonna take it as you probably feel like St. Louis not getting this proper recognition when it comes to the music business. Considering, like you said, Chingy.
For what St.
They
Louis
said-
is known for, prior to Sexy Red, what were we known for? Before Jaquan alone. This is why I gave him
Well, even during
that credit.
Jaquan, we was known for her, dirt, EI, baby. We
Right.
down, baby.
Okay, to the rest of the world was that they can consider that hip hop because there's people rapping, but and I'm not throwing no shade. I'm just saying as far as um, did hip hop consider that at that time?
Real hip hop.
Nah. Did they consider that? I ain't even gonna say that far. I ain't even gonna go that far.
Okay.
But what category was that with hip hop at that point? The rest of the world, cities, states, industry, period. When they heard that type of music, it was more pop, country, factor and all. What you think we live on the phone?
So you feel? So you don't think that we was represented in the proper light?
It ain't even about proper. It's to me, St. Louis, the way I would say the artists that came out of here, oh no, we did our motherfucking thing. It should have been more, most definitely, but it's no labels here. It's a lot of labels, but we talking about mainstream.
Yeah.
Shit, but at that point, you talking about within the past, 20 years? Everybody that got a deal here, where the hell they go? They got it from here?
You think Sexy Red represented us a little better?
Depending on how you look at it. I would say most definitely she putting St. Louis on the map. Most definitely.
So in the hip hop space.
I mean, where else could that category go for, I guess, what they promote? You know what I'm saying? What
It ain't pop, basically.
I mean, I can't say that she wouldn't get on no type shit because I don't know her personally. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying in general, from what I've heard and, you know what I'm saying, what I've seen her represent as an artist and as a, you know what I'm saying, hip hop artist at that. Because I can't see her being labeled nothing else but hip hop.
Yeah.
But that's TL, bro. That's home all day. So ain't never no shade shit. It's always love for everybody, man, that make it up out this motherfucker. That's just how I look at it. Real shit.
So
But image does. In this world, image is everything.
sequence of the Man in These Streets. Uh, what was the next mixtape after that one?
When I think I dropped what's that back in 2012. I'll say from 2012, no, it was more like I dropped a song called Last Time. It was like 3 years later, bro. Just family shit. You know what I mean? But I never stopped recording. I just couldn't take it, this music where I needed it at that time. I'm gonna just say that. But I dropped a single called Last Time. You can look it up on all platforms. Anyway, probably I probably wrote for another 5 years straight before I put some shit out. So we talking about me actually having some time, bro. I took that to me as an artist as far as marketing, promoting. I recorded so much, bro, that I didn't know what to do with it at that time. And I'm just being completely honest with you. Not knowing the business. You know what I'm saying? I knew how to make music, but what you do with this shit? Like I said, that was 3 years, 2015, 2020, man, all that time we had off, I said, man, I ain't got nothing but time. At that point, it was more like every year I dropped 2 projects. That's where the rest of them projects came. Probably the last one was in 2022, I want to say. I said I need to understand the business more just for myself, just as running a label, LRS, Logical Rebel Sounds. Google it. I had to understand how to be a manager, how to be an artist, how to be an owner. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of fucking work, money, time. You know what I'm saying? Energy, effort on top of a family type shit. That's a lot. So it wasn't easy. I'm still building. But I say volume 2, I dropped 2020, bro. It was like another 24 tracks on the second one. Now that I think about it, I had went to my boys for volume 2.5 on some shit like, hey man, what songs out of these would you pick? I had to like out of 50 songs, I had to narrow it down to 17. I'm like, bro, my projects at this time, people attention span ain't that long. To me, that's just my honest opinion to listen to a great body of work. They listen for songs, singles, hits, shit like that. That's it. On to the next. But never market that shit right, bro. So for me, that's when I started taking this shit a little bit more serious. That's why you see me promoting more. But it took me to 22 till my bad. All 23 last year. I had to focus on the business, get that shit right, man. Came back swinging. But the first 2 songs for the album is what I promoted. The Real and also Past Energy. I had to come out with some serious music, bro. Something that I know is gonna be on the album. You get what I mean? It has to be. I done made a few damn mixtapes. I ain't never made an album. But when you talk about St. Louis, bro, it's just, look, business is business, but people with music, bro, if it's some hot shit, I've always had people stealing like notebooks, book bags of songs. You get what I'm saying? Deleting hard drives randomly of music, bro. Even with my catalog now, I've never, man, the shit I had back in the day on them notebooks, bro, book bags and hard drives, for my catalog today, that ain't even half. So I lost a lot of fucking music during them times. And at that point, with volume 2, shit, I was on some shit like don't want to write no more. I want to actually know if I could really fucking rap. You hear me? Put a beat on. I sit here and get punched in on some shit, but at that point, out of 24 of them songs, I freestyled 22. Right? I wanted to really test my skills. I've been writing my whole goddamn life. Is how I looked at it. So I was like, man, fuck it. Put that one out. That's a whole different energy on that motherfucker. That's a lot of pain, lyrical content on that bitch. You hear me? I wanted to, on that project, I wanted to be the best lyricist for me. You know what I'm saying? 2.5 was just, again, it was man, it was more like what would the youth bump around that time? You hear me? Out of these 50 songs. And shout out to Dante, my second, born. He helped pick them songs out. T-Mac kind of helped with a couple of them, but Dante helped with that shit for real. So them 17, he the reason why I shorted that mug. That's the best I could do right now. That's just how I write. But I will give you another exclusive on this album, 1085. These are gonna be my best top 10 songs that's perfect for an album. Not no mixtape shit, not no freestyle shit, like some real records. I want to say another song I've been promoting is Grass Greener.
So is that from the latest project?
Nah, that's the one that ain't even out yet.
Okay.
I told you, look, okay, well, I didn't tell you this. This is just an insider as an artist. I'm never just working on one project at a time, man. I always work on a few.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say that. So I might be working on a project, but I'd be like, this song sound better over there. You know what I'm saying? That's how really shit, the volume started. Cause I'm like, this shit that's on volume 2 that can't go on 3. This shit that's on 1 that can't go on 2. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that, and just keep growing. But I will say after 1085, like I said, because I'm working on a few, it's gonna be Heart of the Midwest volume 2 on me though. And there's a couple of artists I need on this one, including
Heart of the Midwest
volume 2.
Oh, and that was the name of the very first mix.
Exactly. Yeah.
So is that something you're working on currently?
But I'm always working. I told you that I'm always working on a few, but I had to take a step back because it's like, look, you can rap all day, you can shoot videos all day. If you don't know how to market yourself, bro, that shit is a waste of time.
Okay. So basically, building up the brand.
The fan base, and of course the brand. Brand is always important. At first, after family.
So
Anyway,
what so you building up the fan base. I seen you, speaking of building up the fan base, I see y'all had a commercial over in Times Square in New York City. How
Yeah.
y'all go about how'd you make that connection, man? How did you do that?
honestly, low key, like I said, another St. Louis Midwest thing. Of course, when everybody at least seen Sexy Red's promo up there, I say that was huge for St. Louis for the people that ain't never seen it. You know what I'm saying? People don't market and promote outside of digital like that for real, for real. Not to me, artists today.
What you mean, like billboards and stuff?
Like being outside. St. Louis be outside. Real shit. St. Louis be outside. The ones that be popping, they be popping. Some people, you know what I'm saying, be in and out. But when you outside, it's always some shit going on. It's always that's St. Louis gonna always pop, bro. Whether we on top or underrated or not, bro. It's St. Louis versus everybody. You can say everybody. You can say everybody. I tried to correct that for the people that don't know about the double R's.
Correct. Telling me, how did you make the connection with the
I'm telling, look, I'm hip. Look, that's what I'm trying to say. St. Louis versus hip hop. I'm just telling you what it is. It's St. Louis versus everybody first, but it's St. Louis versus hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would say I got in connection with who had the connection here, just locally. You know what I'm saying? You got to start home. That was one of the first ones that gave me that connection to that platform.
Oh, that's their name, St. Louis versus
hip hop.
Oh, okay. You know, I'm slow. I ain't.
Nah, you good. Shit, just shit. You know, on IG, look the motherfuckers up. That's what I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But of course, you know what I'm saying? It's always got to cut out eventually shit, middleman, and make your own.
And that was who was T-Mac?
That's my firstborn. That is my firstborn.
So that's your son?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He made his first record, man, when he was 15 recording. Say what, about 14, 15, yeah, it's up in there. I would say he performed at Pops for the first time ever. At Pops at 15. His record King, man.
That had to feel good to him.
For 15, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we can get him
that type of stage
platform that explain to us, you know, what that was like. What was it felt like? Ooh, excuse me. How did it feel? What would it feel like to you seeing your son up there on that stage at Pops?
Oh man, look, I ain't even gotta explain that. That shit is recorded on YouTube. I keep telling you, tap in. You could type in King T-Mac performance, a very first performance. You'll see it on there. Type in JB the Artis, one word. That's artist without that last T. Anyway,
so we can go down and find
you can see it. You can see, man. You can see it on my face.
Hey,
you hear me? They motherfuckers been saying since that video. I was up there looking like a proud dad, and you know it. You know what I'm saying?
So he rocked the crowd like that.
For the first time, and he did his motherfucking thing. He shut that bitch down.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So how long? So I guess that when y'all decided he decided he wanted to.
Yeah, for himself.
With the music.
Nah, he just wanted to do his own thing.
I'm saying, you say he recorded that first song about 14, 15.
Yeah, but he been writing like years before that.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
That was the first time I heard that beat and I was like, what is this? You hear me? It was some shit that really caught my attention. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, he ain't got no hook on this bitch right now. But the verses is going for 15. For 15, it was, trust me, that song made it to first place at the Black Wall Street concert.
Oh, yeah.
That show, yeah. The talent show. He won first. I'm talking about the first year that they started, bro.
Black Wall Street, what's that?
It's what is that? Off the Rock Road, and I want to say that's Hampton. I think Hamilton. They every year they started for the past couple years. They had started a talent show in some other places where they set up a whole bunch of, you know, what they call them booths. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the actual name of them, like venuers or some shit like that. The people where they just come along the side of the street. You know what I'm saying?
Shops.
Nah, it's like when you have a talent show, it's like a carnival, and then a show on the other end. It's like, I ain't even gonna say no carnival. That's on me. I'm gonna say some shit like it's a show going on down here for the talent show, and then it's another one on a bigger stage, just in the middle of the Rock Road. They shut out down the whole block, bro, like the whole block, and it's a whole bunch of professional and grown people up here, and that's really for the kids. His first year, he performed up there in front of my generation, his generation, my mother's generation, grandma mom's, you know, my grandma mom, rest in peace, generation. And it was like, when you walk off stage and see him getting respect for that one song by his peers, just in general, I was like, shit. Everybody kept asking that whole day, how would you say he was? How would you say, you know what I'm saying? At 15, I'm just saying, check it out. You can find that on all platforms as well. King T Mac, King, Tim, I can't even get shit right. Edit there. KINGTMAC on me though. Had to get that one right. But Google them. Shit. The song is called King, man.
Y'all work on some music together?
Not lately. I'll just say we've been both working on our own projects.
He ain't asked you to be on nothing?
If you talking about as far as, nah, it's, bro, it's shit that I know they gonna send me. Him and his little brother Dante is, man, I'm telling you, look, when I say I didn't realize how much of a catalog I had, once I invested into them and they started putting out music, oh, trust me, his next song is gonna be called Demon Time, but he's always working. That's why you can go to his Instagram, King T Mac KTC, you know what I'm saying? You can see the songs that he promotes on there himself. I ain't gotta ask him as an artist to do. He know, he been around, he know what an artist and the business side mean. Now the shit that I know I gotta spend some marketing on for, you know, whatever artist that's gonna be on the label, that's it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Music business without the marketing, bro, is just a standstill.
So you've been teaching him the business side.
He been watching.
The music side.
But that too, he been watching.
Yeah.
He been around, I told you, since the beginning, since the very first part of the Midwest, bro. I had to record him like he been around it.
Yeah.
That was Man in These Streets is what came next. I was a father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said that very first one was everything. You know what I'm saying? If you want to check me out, that's the type of artist I am.